First, we need the materials.
What do we need?
Test tube, 5 per group. Who wants to do that?
What?
Yeah. Okay, test tubes, 5 per group. Test tubes.
Right here.
Oh, what the heck? Fermentation tubes, 5 per group. Fermentation groups, you got that, Brenda?
Do I have to Google that also?
That's just the rack. Oh, test tube rack. Okay.
How many fermentation tubes?
5.
Well, I guess it's these.
Those little ones.
Because there's.
Let me zoom into those.
I can just move them towards the camera.
Okay. Fermentation tubes.
I hope an earthquake happens
Test
and this is
tubes.
a found footage video.
Test tube rack. Fresh yeast suspended and warm. Yeah. Glucose, fructose, starch, and sucrose. And what is that? Wax pencils.
It's some sort of water.
Is that the black one? Yay. Oh. Wax pencil. And all we're. Okay, so here are our supplies. There's the fresh yeast, suspended and warm. There's the fermentation tubes. Right there. There's the starch, the sucrose, fructose, and the glucose. Well, we don't have the label. There's the test tube rack, and there's the 5 test tubes. And then this is the wax pencil. There are materials.
I just completely filled the small tube with water.
Okay, so this is step number 1.
Now I need number 1.
Put an empty large tube over the small tube.
Can you just light them up?
Yeah. Here. They're already labeled, right? Yeah.
And then I need a
Okay.
Holding the small tube up to the pencil, quickly invert the tube so the small tube is upside down. I'm scared.
Ooh.
The goal is to prevent water from spilling from the small tube. A small bubble of the. Yep, got that. It says it's important to start with a small bubble.
Is there a small bubble?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's right there.
It says we have to measure it. Respirator to measure the size of the bubble. So it's important to start with small bubble.
Close.
2/3.
2/3 full.
Which is more than half, right?
Yep. You know what to do with the top one, right? You did the. Okay.
Alright, so that's about half. A little bit more. There's like 2/3 right there, right?
Okay.
A little bit more than 2/3. The second one is going to be fructose.
I'll take it.
Glucose. So then this is, which one's number 2? 4, 5, 3. Here's number 2. And then there's fructose.
Fructose is right here.
And we're filling all of them 2/3 full?
Yeah, 2/3 full. We're supposed to.
We're supposed to what?
We're supposed to add something else to it. We're supposed to add the yeast to all 5. That's what we're just gonna fill them up right now.
So then we need to add yeast to that one?
No, we can do that at the end. We can just keep adding these to prepare them.
Oh yeah, each of the 5.
Okay, there's fructose.
Okay.
I'll hold.
Next one is
I'll hold the ones you're done with.
sucrose.
Next one is
gonna be
sucrose. We'll just have you add the yeast.
Where am I going to add it?
To the small tubes.
3. Is that the yeast, right? Mm-hmm. Fermenting.
Yeah, this
A certain amount.
one that smells like
Sucrose. And then what
the starch is next. Starch is first. Don't forget to shake the starch.
My plasma. But some of them are still inflated, which is crazy.
And the distilled water.
You can see little tiny chunks of potatoes in there.
I feel like it's this.
Starch. And then distilled wawa.
You got it?
Mm-hmm. Okay, a little too much.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, now we're putting yeast to the very top of all of them.
You want to do this part? Freshly prepared yeast to the 5 tubes to the top.
You hold them.
Okay, yeah, and then you can do the flip part, okay?
Do them in order so I can
Yeah.
do them. That's number 1.
That's number 1.
She's got mine.
Yeah. Okay. And then she'll do the flip part.
Alright, thanks. Have a good day.
Put your hand on it and flip it upside down?
Yeah, I don't know how she did it, but it was pretty cool. Okay.
Sucked up a little bit of it.
That's good.
Okay, that's the first one.
There's the first one.
Oh, I'll tell you the first one was there. And then once we do that,
That's crazy.
we gotta get the lunch tea.
So here's the one with fructose.
It looks so milky.
I think you eat it every time you eat bread.
Right?
And drink beer.
Yes. Beer, yogurt. I almost said yoga.
So wait for this.
The suspense.
I have a big Sharpie if you want to use it.
The pen's okay. It's kind of got like this base to it.
That it holds it.
Yeah, it holds it.
Okay. Here's the sucrose solution.
That one's going to have a really weird reaction, right? It's sucrose and yeast because it's the sugar molecule.
I think so.
And it's also filled a little bit more than
Sorry.
there. Nah, it's cool.
Imagine it just
It's gonna be
explodes.
interesting.
It's interesting already.
Oh, it does. Look how cool it works.
And it's like not necessarily dispensing.
It's like Twister.
They went down pretty cool.
You just gotta stop breathing for a little bit.
I know, right?
This is the starch one.
Starch.
Starch.
That one's gonna go down pretty cool too. Oh no, it's not. It's pretty boring. It looks like a monko.
A what?
Like a booger.
Ew. That's a moment. It smells like bread.
It smells like when you're passing by the Budweiser factory.
Yeah.
I hate going on 90 through there, like taking Liberty, because it always smells like.
Right now, when we're done adding these, we're going to measure and record the height of the bubble from
I
the
don't
top.
add any to that one?
Yeah.
I have a little ruller down here.
This is the distilled water one.
Yes.
Sorry, Brenda.
It's okay.
If you wanna.
I hope I've been recording good because I've been paying a lot of.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
Should I go put this?
Yeah.
Throw it over here.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, an air bubble escaped in there.
That's it. This set of one bubble's like fits.
Okay. Not too bad.
Okay. How much? How much is it? Somebody? This is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to be saying here.
Like
We are now
what?
measuring-
0.2, 0.3?
Yeah.
That's 2.3.
Zoom out. Okay, zoom back in.
I'm done with the microphone.
Okay, that's. Can you go a little bit up? There we go. I want to say it's 5.
Okay. 0.5. And 5 is 0.7.
Oh, it's not focusing. There it goes. Okay, 0.7.
Yeah, 0.7.
Got it.
So here I go, putting these in. 20 minutes. You know what? I'll put mine down here. Okay, so this is this is one of the 5-minute checkups on our. Let me see. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. There's our bubble. Yeah, it smells like fun. Okay, we still have at least 5 more minutes. We are now going to get our tubes.
I would be thermoscientific incubator. Which one's ours?
That one, on the bottom.
It smells good in here. It smells like bread. Bread.
Dang it.
It's making me hungry.
Okay.
Ooh, there's bubbles.
Where's the little ruler?
But I still have.
So this is the glucose one, right?
Do the cinnamon.
Yeah.
Do you need somebody to hold it? You got it.
What do you mean? I have nobody. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like it's like 7.
7?
Very good group.
Yes.
7 millimeters.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In between 6 and 7, and that's to the top of the small glass inside.
We'll just
Okay.
round up.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, so now we'll do the fructose. Tested 2.
Does it have any gunk? Oh, it does have some gunk in there.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. Oh,
That one
okay.
didn't grow as much, so
Kinda.
that's a good thing.
So glucose, we're looking good. Our hypothesis is looking good.
What numbers do you
I
have?
don't look like the pictures, but
Yeah.
What numbers?
Yeah, it's
7 and 8 so far.
7 and then 8.
7 and 8. Write those numbers down.
Writing them
Yes. Okay, what is this? This one is the sucrose one.
3, 4, 5, 6.
6. Okay.
That one doubled.
Well, it's looking pretty good.
That one actually has like a lot more than glucose does.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. Okay. And then
Is that the last one?
Yeah, this is the distilled water that cooked at the bottom. It didn't really disperse out. No things cooked at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
Did not change at all.
It's not changing. Okay, yeah, so that would be our negative control.
Well, I don't know.
All right, cool. So our results. These are our results.
Oh yeah, I think we should just.
Test tube 1. We had glucose. Our first one was 3 millimeters. Our final was 7 millimeters. Net increase 4 millimeters, and it comes out in first place as the one that has the best fermentation. Test tube 2 with the fructose had 7 millimeters at first. Our final was 8 millimeters, and the net increase was 1 millimeter, so came in third place, which we did not get that one. Sucrose, our initial was 3 millimeters. Our final was 6 millimeters. Our net increase was 3 millimeters and came out in second place. Starch, we started off with 5. We ended with 6. Our net increase was 1, and we got it fourth place. We didn't get that one either. And our test tube 5, we had water. Our initial was 7 millimeters. Our final was 7, so there was no change, and that was the one that had the worst fermentation. So we got that one right. And so what was the purpose of having water as a substrate for fermentation to have as a negative control? Did the result of this experiment support your hypothesis? And which sugar would be the best? And yes, it did. We had the glucose as the best one and the water as the worst. And yeast do not have muscles, brains, or eyes, and they don't move around like animals. So what do they need for energy and temperature? So this was our cellular respiration lab, which I've already cleaned up.